Thank you very much, Norman. Yes, we start tonight with some athletics news, and Eilish McColgan has made history yet again, this time by becoming the first British woman to win the Berlin Half Marathon. The Dundee athlete also set a new personal best and a British record for the distance. Well, McColgan is set to make her London Marathon debut later this month, but hopes a couple of injury concerns clear up before then. This was the moment Eilish McColgan defied the odds to break yet another record. Breaking the tape after a gruelling 13 miles across a wet and windy German capital, crossing the finish line with a time of 65:43, smashing her own personal best and British standard.
I had planned to race New York half 2 weeks earlier than that. But yeah, unfortunately didn't get the chance to do it. I had a few niggles heading into that race. So it was a little bit of a risk, I suppose, flying back from the USA to Berlin. But yeah, I'm really, really glad we made that decision to race. And yeah, I couldn't ask for any more. A PB, a win as well. Like, to win the race, be the first British woman to do that is, yes, it's really good.
Her victory comes just a month after beating Paula Radcliffe's 21-year record in the 10,000 metres in California. McColgan is now fourth in the all-time European list for the half marathon, after shaving 43 seconds off her own previous best. The 32-year-old, who switched to long-distance road racing following track success, says she's determined to make her debut at the London Marathon, but admits her place isn't guaranteed as she battles some niggling injuries.
A little bit challenging, just from the increase in mileage that I've obviously been discussing. Like, with that comes increased risk of picking up niggles and injuries, and so I feel like I've constantly been having to manage those as best as I can. Yesterday as well, I had a bit of an issue the last 1K in that race, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. And I still think London is on the cards. I still think I'll be there and competing.
McColgan says she'll take a few days to recover following her victory in Berlin, and hopes recent heroics both on the track and road will stand her in good stead over 26 miles should she make the London start line later this month. An absolute machine. Well, moving to football now, and Aberdeen legend John McMaster says he's impressed by the new Pittodrie management team. The Dons moved to within a point of third place with a vital 1-0 victory over St Johnstone on Saturday. While elsewhere, defeats for Ross County and Dundee United means just 2 points split the bottom two. Here's Ronnie Charters.
A red card for former Dons captain Andrew Considine resulted in an early advantage over St Johnstone on Saturday. But it took what has been deemed an own goal from Saints goalkeeper Remy Matthews to break the deadlock. Despite a late dismissal for Graham Shinney, the Reds held on for a vital 3 points, a result which moved them within a point of third place. At the launch of a new book detailing the highs and lows of his career, Aberdeen legend John McMaster says he's been impressed by Barry Robson, who'll take charge at Pittodrie until at least the end of the season.
He's done a fantastic job. He's always got a smile on his face, which I like. You know, it's good to see that, you know, because he believes in what he's doing. And he's got his own mind as well, which is good, you know. And I dare say it could be a wee bit of a temper on him, but he knows when to use it and when not to use it. He was a decent player as well. So, and he walks into the dressing room and he gets the attention. That's the impression I get about decent managers, you know.
Kilmarnock's 2-1 win over Hearts boosted Aberdeen's chances of finishing third. At the other end of the table, a controversial penalty handed Celtic the lead at Dingwall. VAR deemed this incident as handball, much to the surprise of Ross County. Jota slotted home before Alexandro Bernabé sealed the late win in the second half. Celtic remain 9 points clear at the top. That's despite a comfortable 2-0 win at home for Rangers against struggling Dundee United. A Malik Tillman double enough to see off the Tangerines, who now have 8 games to save their place in the Premiership for next season. Ronnie Charters, STV News.
Well, sticking with football, and Aberdeen say UEFA have supplied additional European Cup Winners' Cup medals for those who didn't receive one at the final in 1983. Only the starting 11 players and 5 substitutes received winners' medals in Gothenburg. Now, as part of the 40th anniversary celebrations this May, 6 medals will be awarded to Sir Alex Ferguson, Archie Knox, Dougie Bell, the Donald family, and posthumously to Chris Anderson and Teddy Scott. Team GB freestyle skier Kirsty Muir says winning on Scottish snow over the weekend was the perfect way to round off her competitive season. The 18-year-old from Aberdeen won overall in the female banked slalom and slopestyle events at this year's Brits. The competition was held in the Cairngorms for the first time in 4 years.
I haven't been on Scottish snow in a few years, I've always missed it with being away, so it was so nostalgic and lovely to be back up there. And yeah, be back competing on home soil was pretty fun.
Brilliant stuff. That's all the sport from me this Monday evening, Norman.
Brandon, thank you.